Welcome back, folks. This is M-Dog, and we are going to give you some information about the exciting carp fishing that can be done here in Fishing Planet at the UK map. There's a trophy leather carp. So let's keep that. Good first fish. All right, we're ready to pack up from this spot. I want to kind of show you my routine here as we fish for carp. You can see we have been blessed with a sunny day, and that's important. If you want to use the setup I'm going to be using, which I will show you the setup, I'll show you the baits, I'll show you the ground bait that I'm using, which the ground bait comes from someone else, but it does seem to work pretty well, so I've continued to use it. I'll show you all that, but just keep in mind that these days you want it to be sunny to use the setup that you're going to be seeing me use. So let's go ahead and pack up this spot, and then we will start all over at a different spot, and you can see it from the beginning, and hopefully we'll get you a couple of uniques while you're here with me. So let's go ahead and make sure we have everything packed up. I did want to just show you really quick, we do have some uniques that I've caught during this day. And the only unique we're missing from this spot we're fishing at currently is the grass carp. We haven't seen a single grass carp, so I'm not going to keep waiting. You typically can, if it's a good day, the right temperatures, the right weather, you can often see one of each of the 5 major carps on this map. And we just didn't get it this time. Let's go here. You can see we're still in the good part of the day in terms of fishing. Let's try, I have several spots marked, and as we go to a spot, by the way, where were we just fishing at? I meant to show you where I was fishing at just so you could see it, and it was of course right here. Hopefully I will remember to go back there. Here are some coordinates for you. Hopefully I'll remember to go back there. I do want to show you coordinates in case you want to mark these very spots. I mean, listen, there are so many spots. If you go online, you can find carp spots for days on this map, right? These are just some of the ones that I like to use. We're going to try this one. It's been a while since I've used this one. I think it's good. Just trying to remember. Yeah, let's try this one. All right, so let's put our rod holder out, and let's go ahead and get baits out. Do I want to get baits out, or do I want to show you ground bait first? Let's do ground bait first. Okay, before I start casting the ground bait, let me go ahead and show you what I'm using here. So we're going to use our power launcher spod setup here, and we're going to put, I usually do 7 to 10 casts right at where we're going to be fishing at, and that does seem to help. This is an important part of carp fishing here. I keep forgetting Weeping Willow fisheries here in the UK. So let's look at the ground bait, and you can see I've named it the Bojangles mix. If you follow Fishing Planet, I'm sure you know Bojangles. That is where I came into this particular ground bait recipe. I think it's a pretty well-known recipe, and if I remember correctly, Bojangles actually got it from someone else potentially, but either way, you see in the bases we've got Bremer and Carp Rival. Aromas we've got CSL and Giant Octopus Supreme, and then the particles we've got Oil Cake and Hemp Corn. I've played around with different cloudy day recipes. I'll be honest, these days, I don't think cloudy days, fishing wise, are ever as good as sunny days. You can do okay, but to me, it might just be worth getting to the next sunny day. So now that you've seen the recipe, I'm going to cast this out probably about 7 times, and this will just take a minute. This is the most exciting part of this process, of course, is getting the ground bait out. And we assume that this covers a little bit of a wide area, so you don't have to hit it in the exact same spot every time. I know some people like to clip the line and really be precise, but I mean, I figure we're doing it 7 or more times if if it's covering, there's some overlapping areas there, I think it's probably fine. My favorite spots, by the way, I've already lost track. Was that 3 or 4? My favorite spots are actually the ones where, like the last spot we were at, where we're fishing really close to the shore. Just that efficiency of getting the fish in that much more quickly. I really like, but we're going to say this one is 5, although it might be 6. I'm going to do it 2 more times, just so that we hopefully have a pretty successful few minutes of fishing here. All right, let's do it one more time. We can always do it another time or two if we want after the bait's in. All right, let's get those boilies in the water. As we cast out our setups, I'm going to quickly show you what the setups are made of. You may want to take screenshots or just, you know, pause the video, I guess. This is what we're using. I'll go into more detail. This one's got plum. It's sunny, so we're using fruit. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. 10-0 hooks, 25. To me, 25 kiloliter is the right size for this. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. Here's setup 2. Pretty similar. This one has the citrus pop-up again, using a different fruit flavor. If I had to choose, I would probably do plum if we were choosing just one, but citrus seems to work too. I think any of the fruit flavors probably work okay. On the I meant to show you each setup. I guess I forgot on the 4th one. In fact, on this one, let's go ahead and put plum. So we'll use 3 plum and one of the other fruit flavor. And we're going to throw some bloodworms in just for fun. This is not to catch the big carp. This is to have a small chance of catching the small carp, the hybrid. All right, yeah, I think we're starting off good here. Right off the bat, I think we might have hit a unique. You'll notice I do a lot of, I play around with the friction brake a good bit when I'm bringing these carp in. We have just the right amount of strength on these setups to pretty aggressively go after the uniques. Sometimes I might have to back off of the friction brake, but a lot of times we can just pull right through it. Looks like we're going to start off with the ghost. I love it. So there's a unique ghost carp, personal record as well. All right, let's see if we can get this cast back out real quick, put it where it belongs, and then make the switch. All right, this is a small one. This is a real small one. All right, so we got the unique ghost. Now we're just waiting on the some of the other ones. That's not even a trophy. How funny is that? All right. We have some good action going here. So I've got this quest activated where we're supposed to catch a hybrid, trophy hybrid carp, or maybe unique hybrid. I don't remember what it is. So I usually will just fish 4 with carp for the big carp, and then while we're waiting, I'll throw the bloodworms in just in case we get that lucky hybrid. So what I can't show you. All right. in a minute, I'll show you the keep net. The thing about this is, the reason why I'm kind of highlighting this fishing here in this video is I had heard some people I had heard say that after a patch occurred, now this might have been months ago, but they acted like the carp fishing had really been nerfed or something, or slowed down, which maybe it has. I mean, I'm no expert on Fishing Planet in general, or even carp fishing in particular in Fishing Planet, but I've just been noticing recently that you can still do really well carp fishing here. So I just kind of wanted to highlight that. And when we get a chance to look at the keep net, I'll show you. But you know, no matter how much you're paying to travel here, or for the license, or staying day after day, the amount you make on these carp in a pretty short amount of time is just so good that, you know, it's just totally worth it, especially if you plan well and you end up being able to stay here for several days in a row. And as you hopefully know, as long as you don't leave, you just log out, and then when you log back in, you'll still be here at the map. You won't have to pay that travel expense again, and that just saves you a ton. I'm not sure if we have a fish on here or not. I think we do. Either way though, we want to get rid of that because we've got multiple fish on. Let's see. Can we get this in without losing the other one? I'm going to go ahead and pick this one up briefly, feel what the size is like. All right. Size is good, but I think we can get this one in pretty quick now. Oh, I love it. Oh, no. So that was a trophy. Did this one escape? Ah, oh, what a bummer. They might have both been trophies. I'm not sure. But I also kind of feel like I have to assume that was a unique, and which means we might not, I don't know how it works. Like, I don't know if we'll be able to catch all 5 uniques if one got away. I don't know if the game counts that as like, well, you let that one go. Okay, we have a chance to look real quick. So you can see we are already at 26,000 silver. I mean, just in one day filling up your net, I mean, according to how big your net is, you're going to make so much money and XP here. Even if, like right now, I don't have premium activated. Even if you don't have premium, you're still going to make a ton. So it's just totally worth doing this if you enjoy carp fishing and this kind of fishing in Fishing Planet. I mean, it is just, on these sunny days, it is so much fun. Hopefully we can get a couple of uniques here just so you can see them, and then maybe even we'll look at one more spot real quick, just so kind of giving you some variety. Which I guess I never have. I need to show you the coordinates of this spot as well. I mean, again, there are so many spots. If you do a search for carp spots here, I mean, there's so many that you can find, but I will try to do my best to show you the few that I'm using. Wow, we're getting these double bites. Oh, and this is a nice one too, which kind of makes me want to... This one's definitely going to be a big one. Ooh, this one is too. Wow. All right, let's watch the line. There's a lot going on here. We got to ignore the bell. I was going to say there's still good tension, but it dropped off for a second there. I want to make sure we don't lose this one. This is my top priority. And we've almost got him in. Oh, that's actually our grass carp. Unique grass carp. So this one escaped. Let's pull this back in. I'm not doing very good at juggling tonight, am I? I almost wonder if we'd been better off not... Is this another perch? Okay, we're not going to throw this one back in. Perch master. What? I almost wonder if we'd been better off not picking up the other rod. I think we could have gotten that first one in time. All right, let's try to catch a couple more fish here. So we did get the unique grass carp this time. Have we gotten another unique in this spot yet? Let's see. Unique ghost, grass, common, ghost. Oh yeah, we started with unique ghost. So we've gotten unique ghost and grass, and 2 have escaped. For what that's worth. And I think the second one that escaped probably was a 3rd unique, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, we can show you the spot real quick. Coordinates are -214, -78. And to come to this spot, we traveled to this place, Cave Lake. Okay. See if we can get this one in before another one comes on. I'll be curious. This might just be a trophy. I turned him around by blasting the friction brake closed so easily that I really don't think it's a unique. So that's a trophy common. And we are currently sitting at 30,000 bucks from this quick day of fishing. Even if you focus on sunny days, even if you use this ground bait, the right flavored boilies, you still will occasionally hit a day that just doesn't feel right. This one's felt okay, but I still think there's some variance, and I don't know, it might be the water temperature. Water temperature is not the same every day. I don't know. Some of you Fishing Planet experts might be able to tell me the trends you've noticed, but it definitely feels like there's variation from day to day, which I think is good. I mean, I actually wish, it's one of the things about this game in general, especially the older stuff, I just wish there was more variability. But all right, let's get one more fish. I mean, we could sit here and they'd keep coming in. I mean, they come in at a good clip, but I wouldn't mind like showing you one more spot before we wrap it up. And we're a little over halfway on our net. So, I mean, we're easily getting over, what did I say we're at, 29, 30,000? I mean, we're getting over 50,000 per day without breaking too much of a sweat, really. I just don't know. This is borderline. This might be a leg. Nah, it can't be, right? Trophy. Trophy ghost carp. This is what's always hard. Like, how long do I hold on to see one more fish? We'll give it a minute, but not too many minutes. And really, if you're gonna wait, you should put the one back in, I think, but okay. Let's try a different spot. Golly, these nibbles, don't they drive you crazy? You just feel like, oh, I want to see what that next fish is going to be. All right, one of these is about to go off. That's just too much activity, right? Yeah. Oh, I think I got it. I almost went too quick, but I got it, I got it. Oh, this is going to be a legendary too, I believe. Why do I keep saying legendary? It's like I'm playing Diablo or something. This is going to be a unique. This is a serious fish right here. See how I'm doing the friction break dance, trying not to snap it. This reel needs just a little bit of repair. Oh yeah, that's a nice mirror. That's a new personal record, by the way. Ooh. Trophy mirror came in right after the the unique mirror. All right, let's go to another spot. All right, let's think about this. We could go down to this spot. I think I like this spot. Let me go look at it though. There's so many different spots. I really don't fully remember them until I see them. Yeah, I do like this spot because it's a little closer. Well, let me show you. Minus 200, 2390. We might come back to this spot because again, this to me is like the perfect distance. You sort of deal with that short cast, but you catch them so well. All right, let me think about this. Where do we want to go? If we weren't going to fish here, where would we go? Maybe down to this one. Or we can turn around and go down to that one. That one's really close to shore too, I believe. There's so many spots. All right, so this one is right here. And then we'll walk down the shore and go check out that other one. This is a good spot. Minus 616, minus 205.03. If you feel like casting a little bit and fishing in a little more wide open spot, that is definitely a good option. Let me make sure I'm headed the right way. Yeah. Let's go. Let me just go look at this one. If this one looks like one that I enjoy, then we might just sit here and fish at this one. I want to catch a couple more fish for you before we wrap this video up. Hopefully you're seeing though that, I haven't been to this spot in a while, but we can try it. We can discover together how well this spot's doing these days. Just hopefully you're seeing how good carp fishing is right now. 37,000 without premium. Tons of XP without premium. With premium, even more. What level am I right now? Level 53. Look how nice and close that is. $192.33 minus 349.44. I'm actually going to back this up just a little bit. I think it'll be a little easier to cast with a little more precision from here. Still not easy though. Look how far we underthrew that. I'd rather get this right than the, I don't care where the boilies go as much, but I'd rather not undercast this too much. All right, there's two. Three. That was a little bit under. A little bit under on 4. Is it getting late at night or something? It's like I'm all over the place right now. We deserve whatever is about to happen. Oh my goodness. Over again. Unbelievable. All right. Hopefully the game does not ask us to do any more juggling. Oh, you can see the fish is right there. Just trying to turn it around. I think we got it. Yeah, you gotta love these short spots. That's just a trophy mirror, but we will take it nonetheless. Nice fish. I mean, in terms of like money, you're okay just to stand here and have an incredible bite rate and just catch trophy after trophy. I mean, yeah, the uniques are even better, but you gotta love the trophies. It just means you can stay at this same spot longer because the uniques are still gonna come. And I think we found one. Oh, come on, turn it around. There you go. Man, maybe not. He came around like he was just dying to get out of the water. Look at him flying. Trophy leather. Love it. Hit him with those trophies. I don't know why the fourth line looks like that, but it's a little weird, isn't it? Ghost carp. Man, how cool is it seeing those fish just like right in front of us like that? Give me those uniques. Over $3,100 for that one fish. And that was on citrus, by the way. That was on citrus. How many of our uniques were caught on citrus? That was the first one. That was the first unique on citrus. And in the beginning, I had citrus on 2 rods. So, you know, I see that sometimes. That's why I like kind of slightly go for plum. But again, I think any of the fruit flavors are good. I just, and do notice that I'm using pop-up. I've done sinking boilies before. I think they're fine. I lean towards pop-up for what it's worth, but we're sitting here at 43,000. We still can fit, you know, 3 or 4 more fish in our net. At least. Turn it around. Give us some trophies. That's actually not even a trophy. So common carp, not trophy, $650. Still great. Just no way around it. Carp fishing is awesome. So these uniques range from $4,100 down to $2,500. And then you get into the trophies, it's just under 2,000 or just over 2,000, it looks like on most of them. Something's about to go off. Could have sworn. That was cool. Hey, it's not a perch. It's a trophy Prussian. That's real cool. I mean, we need a hybrid, but still, that was cool. we've had some quiet moments here for a bit. Hopefully it's going to pick up. Just a little lull in the action. I mean, overall, this has been a really good day of carp fishing, but oh, interesting. You see that fish that just swam away there? There's another one. They're like little bitty, almost not minnow size, but it's a cool graphic thing going on there. Heck, maybe those are the nibbles. Maybe those are little like Prussian carps or something coming up and nibbling, realizing that we've got 10-aught hooks on there and saying, oh, I can't handle this. Getting spooked and heading out. I don't know. There's another one. I think that's what that is. Actually. I could be wrong though. All I know is on the 10-0 hooks, big boilies, we're not catching small fish. It just doesn't happen. We might catch it on these bloodworms with the large one hook, but on the 10-aught hooks, we're not catching those small fellas. Another thing that I've noticed, and you may have seen this just while we're sitting here waiting for the bites to come in, these days some people are fishing for carp on some of the fruit boilies or fruit. Hey, that's what we're. That's a crucian. Never mind. Okay, there we go. There we go. Fish on the fruits from the Amazon. Sorry, they're escaping me right now. I'll be able to open up my inventory in a second. I don't remember if I have them with me or not, but I might. And you can do that, although I'm not high enough level to be able to purchase the type of hook that people are using. There's a regular mirror for what it's worth. So, wow, that was way overcast. Oh well. There's another fish. Love it. And I think this is at least a trophy, right? Hopefully a trophy. It's flying through the air. Might be a regular again. It's another regular. Let's see if I have those. Backpack, baits. Yes. So these camu, the Marici palm fruit, Girari palm fruit, these guys will catch carp, but I don't have the right hooks for it. So what happens to me is I catch way too many small carp on them. But if you have the right size hook, I have seen people do pretty well with those using the same kind of strategy we're using right now, but instead of boilies, they're using these special, what are they called? Captain hooks or something? Anyway, special size hooks. And yeah, those Amazon fruit baits. Yeah, this is interesting. I don't know why or what to think about it exactly. And I'm not, again, carp or carp. I'm glad to catch any carp the game wants to throw to me. We're almost 50,000 already. But this is a little unusual. I feel like the non-trophy carp is like a bycatch. In other words, it's a pretty low percentage typically. We've had a couple in a row here. We're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 non-trophy carp for the day. It's a little high in my experience, but it's fine. No biggie. All right, let's see one more fish and then let's just call it. One thing I wanted to do was kind of take you to the store and give you one quick look at the gear that I'm using, what level you have to be to get the gear, that kind of stuff. And you may, I mean, according to what level you are, where you are in the game, you may not be able to get the exact same gear I'm using, but you can just get as close as you can. You can certainly catch these fish with a little less power than what I have. You may just feel like you're slightly less efficient in getting them in. You might be asked to do a little bit more juggling, as multiple bites could happen at the same time. But it's still doable. It's still worth your time. You could go slightly smaller boilies and just focus on regular carp and trophies and, you know, still get a ton of experience. Love to see this unique leather coming in, though. $3,000 more dollars. It's a very nice fish. All right, we're gonna, if this turns into a fish, we'll catch it. If not, we're, oh, it looks like it is. Ooh, let's don't pop it. We've done so well today. Let's don't pop that line just because I'm about ready to wrap it up. Yeah, we're 20 kilos away from finishing off this keep net, by the way. There's a unique grass carp. All the uniques coming in here right at the end. Gotta love it. This was sort of ideal because in the beginning we caught several trophies and then the regular carp, so we really got the best bang for our buck out of this spot. All right, I think we can just call it there. Just making sure that last bite wasn't turning into, I mean, we've pretty much filled up the net. One more fish and we're over, so this has been really good. What are we up to now? $51,000. All right, cool. And obviously the smart thing to do in terms of progression for me would be to stay here, to not travel away. But I don't mind to get to show you the, by the way, 2 days in a row sunny, make a killing here. I don't mind to go show you what we're using. So with premium, that would have been over $77,000 in 1 day of fishing. It's just such good XP and money. So good. Okay. All right, so deep horizon, deep horizon, deep horizon. We do have a different deep horizon there, but deep horizon with the Leviathan, either 10,000, 9,000. That's what we're using. I think those are the best ones, to be honest. And then the 25 kilo carp leader. We do want 0.29 millimeter braid. Yeah, that's all the stuff we're using, and I think that's what you want. All right, so let's go to carp rods. And the ones we're using are these Deep Horizon 420s. You need to be level 50 for this. You could certainly do it with any of these. Just the farther down you go, I mean, this is level 50, this is level 49. You're still probably fine on that, but then you start getting down to this, the adjustments you're gonna have to make on line weight, you start to feel that a little bit. That's level 47. And Carp Ranger, yeah, you could be okay. That's level 45. Again, I think you could make it work. You're just not going to, man, I got to untrack that mission so that thing will stop showing up like that. All right, let's look at the reels we're using. I'm using this one, which again is level 50 reel, 26 drag. Probably fine on any of these. Level 50, level 49, level 48. You're fine with the ambusher. Kraken. I mean, I even think you're okay with the Ambusher 9,000. You just probably don't want to be any lower than that. I mean, you got to find a cutoff point at some point. That's what I would say. And what braid did I say I'm using? 29 millimeter. So the 29 millimeter is going to be right here, level 49. Just want to get as close as you can to that. It's got test of 25.9. So, you know, once you hit, what is it? Isn't this a level 50 map? Yeah. Once you hit level 50 and you can get there, you certainly can get all of the equipment that I'm using and more. I mean, so you're fine. But I just want to say that I do think you could do it before that if you somehow have unlocked the lake early. So let's go back to line really quick. I am using carp leaders, and I'm using the 25.4 carp leaders right here. This is what I'm using, the weed green 25.4 carp leader. I think that's where you want to be at if you're level 50, obviously. If you're not level 50, you just kind of, you get what you can. The leader actually is what's scaring me here. Look how quickly the leader goes down. I hate to say it, but it might be where there might be a reason to spend some of your bait coins or something if it allows you to get a little bit higher carp leader sooner. Because it looks like the carp leader strength is dropping off much faster than anything else. So that might be what you're gonna feel. And just as a reminder, we're using these 20 millimeter pop-up boilies, which I'll show you where they are. Back up to 79, so that's good. And then we are in the business of Bremer, Carp Rival, oh man, let's find it. All right, so we're using hemp corn and oil cake pea, right? Oil cake pea, hemp corn. And then aroma-wise, we're using CSL and Giant Octopus Supreme. Giant Octopus Supreme is here. CSL is here. And base, we're using Bremer and Carp Rival. Bremer and Carp Rival. Carp Rival's here. Bremer's here. Okay, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I think I've showed you everything, gave you at least some good ideas. Just a way to make a ton here at in Fishing Planet at this map. Now, some of you are carp fishing experts in Fishing Planet, and I probably to you sound like someone that still has a lot to learn. Point taken. So this is really more for folks who are looking for even just a starting point on how to get going with carp fishing. I know that I was at that place not that long ago, and it's just helpful to have a few ideas of how to get rolling, and then you're just kind of amazed at how, if you'll follow it, if you'll get the right ground bait recipe, if you'll be strict about fishing on sunny days, at least till you have a few good experiences. I just don't want your first experience to be some cloudy day that you're experimenting with stuff and then you get discouraged. So sunny day, some good ground bait mixture, and those fruity 20 millimeter pop-up boilies. Try some of those spots I showed you. There's just such good rewards for it. It's a very exciting fishing here at in the UK. So as always, thanks for watching. Tight lines. Let me know if you have any questions below, but I'll see you next time.